Two final notes on the fire. First, officials say 200 to 300 firefighters will be manning the fire lines throughout the night to make sure the blaze does not flame up again. Also, the only commercial structure destroyed was a control tower atop Huckleberry Hill operated by the Monterey Peninsula's major cable company. That fire knocked out cable service to all 37,000 of that company's customers.
Sunday, May 31st, Del Monte Forest, Pebble Beach. Shortly after 4 p.m., a small fire grows larger. Then at 6, it spells the end of cable TV service for the communities of Monterey, Pacific Grove, Pebble Beach, Carmel, and portions of Carmel Valley. The reason? The utter devastation of MPTV Cable's Huckleberry Hill microwave site in Pebble Beach. This is a look at how your cable service was restored in less than 24 hours after that fire. This is Hans Hoffman. He's in our engineering staff and the management staff at MPTV Cable. Hans, what time did we find out that we lost our facility here?
Yesterday around 5:30 in the afternoon.
And we had it back online for the Monterey subscribers by when?
11:15 this morning. Bear in mind, we didn't have a chance to get in here until about 6 this morning.
Okay, so we were restricted from the area till at least 6 this morning then. So then, in essence, what you're telling me, in less than 6 hours, you and your crew had this unit going for our subscribers.
Hell of a job. Guys deserve a big one. Yeah.
Now, when we look behind here, we're still using this pole with the dish, right?
Right.
The building, obviously, none of it is usable anymore. I can see all the burned out power over there. We're on gas generators now?
We are on gas generator. Well, no, I have to change that. We are back on commercial power as of about half an hour ago. There goes the generator. Cutting down. That's
okay,
it.
So we're back on commercial power, and we'll be able to serve our subscribers with an uninterrupted picture from this point on then, correct?
Correct, with the exception of Carmel. We're still working on the Carmel feed. Everything else is on.
When do we think we can have Carmel up?
That, again, depends on access to another hotspot. There's another fire about a mile from here. We know that the bulldozer got the cable, so in addition to fire damage, we know we also have bulldozer damage.
So it's one other problem compounding something else. But I think, needless to say, in less than 6 hours, looking at this devastation, it's amazing that we were able to get a signal out of here.
True, true. Guys deserve a real big thank you.
What was this like when you came here this morning? What did it look like to you?
Well, not much better than what you see now, really. Just total devastation. Everything was destroyed. We had to bring in all new microwave gear, all new amplifiers, start from scratch, cut it all in. Practically built a new cable facility.
In less than 5 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, we're here with Jim Fox, and Jim's in our engineering staff at MPTV Cable. Jim, what time did you see the devastation here?
Oh, about 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, did it look much different than it does now?
A little smokier, maybe.
Yeah.
It's still pretty bad, though.
Okay, Jim, there's somebody up there on that pole on one of our towers right now. What are they doing up there?
Yes, that man on the tower is trying to repair our repeater for our radio, two-way communications.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, the first job that we had to do when you got up here was to repair our subscriber signal and get the cable system back up and operational.
Yes, that's affirmative. Each crew took a trunk line, one to Monterey, one to Carmel, one to Pacific Grove and Pebble Beach, and we all worked together to cut it back on.
How many of MPTV's crew was up here throughout the night and early morning hours?
Oh, I'd say a good 20 to 30 people.
That's a big part of our technical crew then.
It's all the construction crew, and a lot of the technicians worked all night.
Yeah. And you just can't foresee anything like this happening, can you?
No, I've been here since 1964, and we've never had a fire of this magnitude before.
Hot enough to melt this aluminum.
What do you got next here? Oh, you got a glass that's been melted.
This must have been part of an old bottle that was laying around. It's melted. Hot enough to melt glass.
Now, this room here, our main head-in facility, as you said, the fire never even got in here, did it?
I'm sure the flames never got into the building. Just
it was the heat that did all the damage to all our equipment here.
It's one of the few buildings still standing. It's a metal building. The flames didn't get in. I think it was just the heat. It must have been like a pressure cooker inside there.
Okay, we're here with just a part of our crew from MPTV Cable. The guys have made it all happen to get our system back and operating in less than 24 hours. Gentlemen, quite a job, quite an accomplishment. Dave Allen, he's with our management team here. What was it like when you guys got here?
All we saw was smoke and flames, and, well, not flames, the flame is basically out, but smoke and devastation as you see it now. It's just a mess. The head end, everything was gone in the head end. 3 receivers was totally gone, so we had to basically start from scratch.
So at the minute you guys got here, you pretty much knew, we got to start from ground zero.
Ground zero. And
okay.
All the way, rest of the way.
How many of our crew, I imagine everybody that was available was here, about how many men were on the job?
Oh, we had basically about 7 o'clock, we had about 2 technicians, about 3 supervisors, and then as the guys came into work at 8 o'clock, they kind of are filled in. Most of the construction crew is here by 8:30, 8:15.
Okay, and as it stands right now, it's about 3:15. We've got everything on the system on except Carmel, and that was not really the fire's fault. It was a bulldozer that tore up one of the cables. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and we're working on that right now?
That's true.
Okay. You guys look like you've been through quite a day here. TL, what was it like when you got here this morning?
Well, just like you see it right now. It's a mess, just like Dave said.
Yeah. Why don't you show them this chair here, Ed? Look at this chair here. The intense. Now, where do we find this chair, guys? This was in our head-end building. Okay, you can see how the fire was so hot. Now, this was that thick plastic that we have downstairs, right in the lunchroom. Look at it, just molten. Just that's amazing. You gonna take that home as a souvenir, Ed?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is just total devastation up here. I'm amazed that we're back and operating. Have any of you guys ever worked for another company where this has happened and the turnaround's been this quick?
Not a fire. No, nothing like this.
Mike, come over here. What was it like for you when you got here this morning?
Oh, everybody was running everywhere.
Yeah?
It was... PG&E was out here trying to get their lines back up to us to get power coming in, and we were trying to get cable out as best we could. Try to reroute everything.
Now, what is this over here, guys? Is that a remnant of a trailer we had here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what, yeah, that we had cable on, huh? A trencher? It just literally melted everything, right?
Destroyed it.
As I remember, and we have a picture that we could show, but there was a fence all around this area, right? That was all gone when you got here this morning?
Right. Nothing but nails.
Okay. Does anybody know about the exact time when we lost this building yesterday?
Between 7 and 7:30, I came in at Highway 1 gate, and they let me in, but they wouldn't let me up Sunset.
This is the street that faces our facility, Sunset, here.
And the neighbor you see whose house is standing told me it's gone. So that was it. We knew.
You knew then?
Well, we knew. It's hearsay at that time, but our cable was lost at least at that time.
And our facility was in between here. And anybody that knew the area, if you ever came up here, you could see barely our tower. It was all covered and ecologically was protected. But obviously it took the brunt of the fire along with everything else. Gentlemen, I have to commend you for the job that you've done here. Just an excellent job. And I'm sure our customers are very happy that their cable service is back, and we want to make them aware of what it took to get that done. Congratulations. Job well done. Okay, we're with Dave Walton. He's Chief Engineer for MPTV Cable. Dave, obviously we can see what it's like here after the fire. Where the fellows were standing there was our main head-end facility, correct?
That's correct.
Now, you said this morning when you got here, this is our front gate. If you can see behind us, this is what's the name of the street?
Sunset Street, right?
Sunset Street. Obviously, none of the homes are still standing around here. When you came this morning, what was it like?
Devastation. This was a gate was here, about an 8-foot high.
Right where we're standing?
Redwood, yeah. Fence, a big gate, and all that was left was the nails you can see here.
Look at this. Look at the nails here. They fell right in the fence as it melted.
This was it. The remains of our fence and everything else.